Shake hands. Good luck to both of you. Buena suerte a los dos.
Just minutes.
It is not a small subject, but we know now that if there was skull...
But that's the only thing that I consider serious in terms of illegal hand wrapping is having plaster Paris.
Well, meanwhile, we got a fight going on in there, and the one who's landing loaded gloves so far in the first round is Shane Mosley.
When he was in high school.
And they also be trying to take advantage of the fact that Margarito's a notoriously slow starter, who, for instance, in his loss too. Excuse me, Larry.
One of the most important punches that Mosley has thrown have been...
He finished up winning the last part of those 2 rounds. So it should be
good left hook by Mosley in that exchange. Landed flush. Partially blocked that right hand by Mosley.
A fast fighter, but in every area he's good. Not superior at any of them, but just good.
Even at his best.
Everything good, not accepted, but the pressure that he puts on the fighter.
Well, he believes that to take a backward...
And then goes back to throwing his long jab, and Mosley counters over it with a perfect right hand. Hard right hand by Mosley. And the early returns would seem to indicate it's still not a whirlwind. It's no tornado in there, although Margarito lands a good right hand, and then Mosley follows with a sharp right hand of his own. And Margarito says, all right, we're going to fight. I love it. Now let's begin to trade, because this is my fight. And he takes Mosley's hard left hand shot. He thought he had won, but the judges had it for Williams.
Yeah. And Margarito, he eats those punches like M&Ms. It just doesn't bother him.
Around in awe and wonder after the fight, saying, that's the greatest chin I've ever seen, in reference to Margarito's ability to take a punch.
Punches. He's been just physically getting closer and closer and mauling him, but the clean, effective punches, the head slapper punches are all coming from Shane Mosley.
Hey, but that was the case in Las Vegas last July, too. Huge right hand by Mosley. Inside Antonio Margarito's hand wrap, then inevitably the question will arise.
I think he just means punch, but don't stay in there to get punched back.
By brilliant strategy on the part of Shane Mosley, who is changing from round to round, making little adjustments here and there, and still controlling the fight.
Even though Cotto was winning the early rounds, Margarito was doing some damage.
You're right, in his fight is compared to the fight with Cotto.
Well, you know, look very forbidding for Antonio Margarito.
I agree, championship now. I don't think he can come back.
Saw that Harold Letterman's card has Mosley winning every round.
To be getting hit with that many right hands. He seems to have no defense except to just hit it and try to just...
The look on Antonio Margarito's face, Sid been on the offensive. I mean, what a fight. Tremendous right hand. And when I say what a fight by Mosley. And a second straight flush right hand. And a third straight right hand.
The only thing in that ring that Shane Mosley hasn't hit him with is the stool.
I don't think Shane Mosley's made a mistake. Oh, my gosh.
And you know something else I've always said that Shane didn't have that he's impressed with? He actually
guides Hopkins to the annihilation of Pavlik. And then this, which would be one of the biggest upsets in the sport in recent years, that Miguel Cotto is in pretty good shape on the scorecards at this point against...
If anyone would get stopped, it may be Margarito, just from just all of the variety of punches.
Well, if he keeps getting hit with flush right hands, the way Mosley has hit him.
Even though Mosley's not a big puncher.
Here's a little rally by Margarito. He shows just a little burst of energy there. Taking punches, but that's always the case. Trying to get back into the fight by landing something hard.
But Shane...
And the light momentarily went back.
Your hands with his jaw.
Larry, is exactly what I was thinking about. He's hit him so much that it's the biggest danger there. It's really hurting or breaking.
Second half of the Cotto fight, it wasn't unusual to see him throw more than 100.
But the thing, Shane can be in, get hit and do it, and then he knows whenever he wants to, all he has to do is to land that fast right hand and put things right back on track again. And a hit is going to be there at the end of it.
Crowd is trying to urge Margarito back into the fight. They like the right hand he landed there. What?
I believe that Shane's going to still have to win another round or
Margarito
two.
was stunned by the right hand. Margarito has not thrown since Shane landed that combination. Mosley has Margarito in trouble on the ropes. Staggers him with that right hand. He's about one more right hand away from going down.
And he doesn't know how to tie up using survival.
Good left hook by Mosley.
That was a knockdown. He went into the rope.
And there's the knockdown. The bell ends round 8, saving Antonio Margarito from a possible knockout. And that's the way he'd be recognized if he can beat this man in the way that he's beating him right now.
Margarito has no defense at all for punches.
This fight could be stopped any second now. Margarito is getting hit flush with every right hand. There's another one. There's a big left hook. Why not stop it now? And there's the white towel from the corner, and Shane Mosley has annihilated Antonio Margarito.
You have Cotto getting destroyed by Margarito, and Cotto had beaten Mosley. Mosley comes back and totally destroys Margarito. This is what
Sugar! Shane